Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to be rewatching and reviewing Fool's Gold Season 2. But first, before I react to Season 2, I'm going to first do the one-off because of how I didn't watch that last time when I watched Season 1 because I didn't feel like it fit. But why not just watch it now? So that's what I'm first going to do, and then after I finish watching this, then I'm going to move to Season 2. Just so everyone's clear.
Today's video is sponsored by thedeckofmany.com. Happy Halloween! Or belated Halloween! Or early! To be honest, I don't know when I'm getting this out. But, what about part 4? Shh. Candy. So I was thinking I should have a story from my life that's spooktacular, right? Nope. But I did remember a pretty good D&D Halloween story, because instead of going out and partying to enjoy Halloween, I played D&D instead. What is my life? So we did a one-off with the Fool's Gold group, but it was only the 3 of us, because the other 2 wanted to actually be members of society and enjoy Halloween. Like people. I wish I was people. So we got Sip, Serena, Gothy, and remember that NPC I mentioned in the last video? You mean Sneeze, an NPC that is super important to the story, the same Sneeze that is your loyal companion in Sip's plotline and growth as a character, the same Sneeze that you have not mentioned in any episode so far? Yeah, Sneeze. Him. He's here too. Look at him. Weird. What is he?
We still have no
Kangaroo
idea
thing,
what he
monkey,
is.
cat? We'll never know. I kind of drew him when I was making Sips and was like, I want this to be Sips' best friend. What is he? Sneeze? It's Sneeze? What? I love him. I made him up. He doesn't say much because he doesn't have a tongue, which is a bonus in Sips' book. And I mean, he doesn't need to talk. Sips and him they have this connection, you know? They get it.
Only
Fine.
Sips is able to understand what he's saying.
Go to Martha's birthday party.
Quote unquote saying.
He's Sips' partner in crime. Literal crime. They do lots of crime together. Stop doing crime together. He's been with Sips ever since he was awakened. Now, Sips is a jerk, even to Sneeze, but at the end of the day, Sneeze is his number 1. Ah, shush! Now, our Halloween one-off takes place before the whole Tarask incident, so Sips is at about 20% of his wild magic curse. We start at a spooky mansion that is said to be harboring an evil presence that must be dealt with, and accompanying the group is a strong and heroic paladin, NPC, Belmont. Let's go get him, team! We shall be victorious! I already don't like this guy. Yeah, me too. You go in. As soon as we enter the mansion, Belmont dashes down the massive hallways, killing undead left and right, making us literally chase after this idiot just to keep up with him. Hey, wait up, meathead! Hurry up, slowpokes! Yeah! To glory! Okay, now I really don't like this guy. Then before we know it, we followed this guy all the way into the heart of the mansion to a massive ballroom. Come out, demon! Me and my friends shall slay thee! Whoa. We never said we were your friends. Yeah, that's coming on a bit strong. Fight me, beast! Whoop!
Honestly,
thank God.
I think Belmont
Now
might
we can leave.
might be a bad guy.
The door's gone. And the giant shadow monster is
I
approaching us.
think I remember him being a bad guy.
We see a door at the end of the hallway. There, let's go. We book it down the dark hallway, being chased by the shadowy claws grabbing at us. We constantly are making reflex saves. Not much time to react. Then Jawbone fails his save. And then Sneeze. We jump through the door and realize that our companions have been taken by the darkness. Let me go! I gotta go back out there and murder some shadows! Sips, it's too dangerous out there. Like hell it is! They took Sneeze. You should be in a murdering mood too. They took Jawbone. Yeah, I'm gonna murder them too, Sips. But being stupid won't get us anywhere. And going out there, being taken by a murdering shadow, doesn't help anyone. Think this through, stick together, and he's gone. Yeah, okay. As we enter the back door in the room, we each individually get teleported to different rooms. You know, the party splits up. And I enter a room with wall spikes. And the door's gone. I'm getting some Saw vibes going on here.
I'd like to play a little game with you.
There it is.
Arena, before you are two buttons. As you can see, both of your dear friends are in danger. You must choose who lives and...
Gothy! Gothy!
Same
I choose
here.
Gothy.
well,
You son of a... Gaseous form. And I sneak out of the room through a crack in the wall. Are we done here? They enter the next doors. And again, we split up. But now it seems like we entered a maze. Oh, good. Through spooky narrow passageways, Arena tries to find her way out of the maze until she comes across a ghoul just wandering the halls. What do? I attack it with my steel ball. Arena's main attack weapons are two individual steel balls. They can do quite a bit of damage, with sparkles included. Alright, go ahead. She manages to land a hefty blow right to the ghoul's face. Woo! But with closer examination, turns out the ghoul was actually... Gothy. Yeah. This place is actually illusion to high heaven, and Arena just failed her will save. Bleps. Ugh. What the heck, Arena? Well, maybe next time don't look so ghouly.
Arena's
What?
my least favorite of the
Sips
main
comes around the corner and
characters.
sees,
I
well,
really don't
two
like her.
ghouls arguing in front of him. Oh my god, he failed his will save too. And throws acid splash right into Arena's face. Oh. Hey, Sips. Oh. Hey, Gothy. Arena. You hit me with acid! Ah! Why? Why did you hit me a second time? First time I thought you were a ghoul. The second time was for me. Why don't we get out of here? We still gotta find Jawbone and Sneeze. Right, yeah. Let's go. We go through the maze fighting against illusions and creatures and Felix's dungeon mind game bullshit till we reach another door. I am so gonna blow this place up when we get out of here. Beyond the door, we see a large dining room with a long table, and on the table is a large feast. And guess who's stuffing his face at the end of the table? Sneeze! Yay, we found him. Yay. Sneeze? Wait. The entire time, I was worried about you. Aw, you were worried about him. Shut up! You've been stuffing your face and enjoying yourself? What does any of this have to do with Martha's birthday party? Sneeze offers Sips an apple. Now, when we entered this room, the party had to make a will save. Everyone, except Sips, succeeded. They see this table of a supposedly delicious feast and see what it actually is. A disgusting, maggot-infested, meaty gore feast. Sips thinks this apple looks awesome, when actually, he's about to eat a maggot-filled heart. Sips? No. I do eventually save against the will saves, but it may or may have not taken longer than I would have liked. I barf it out and get all that gross out of Sneeze too. Then we open the next door to a kitchen full of Sharkhound parts. I am so gonna blow up this place when we get out of here. Walking through, we see that it's not at all Jawbone, but it's really here just to mess with our heads. Then we enter the final room. In the middle, we see Belmont. God,
Yep.
motherfucking God!
Who
son
could
of
have
a
seen this coming?
And floating above Belmont, bound, is Jawbone, being twisted and contorted. I knew I should have murdered him. You think you should murder everyone all the time. I should have listened to my instincts more. Haha! It's me, Belmont.
Sips has,
I
like,
was the
great
one
lines
behind it
in that.
all. Didn't see that coming, did you? But I am also a mind flare. Haha! Didn't see that one either. You see, This is an elaborate plan. You hurt my Shargo! What? Shark? Doggo? Shargo? Well, You hurt my dog! At that moment, Gothy transforms into a large shark hound and eats a small candy that turns her another size category larger. So now we have a pissed off, huge shark hound that can breathe fire staring down a mind flare. Ooh, you done messed up. Yeah, you done messed up, boy. Yeah, we get into combat, but pretty much Sips and Arena just sit back and watch the carnage. We help a little bit, but Gothy pretty much decimates him. We get comfortable and just watch. Eventually, she pins him down and blasts fire right into his face, then ripping off his head. Well, that's the end of that. Now we can get out of here. Then we hear clapping behind us, revealing the mind flare. God damn it! Well, I got everything I need from all of you. Happy Halloween! And you wake up. Yeah, turns out we were in a dream kind of sequence thing the entire time. But we did wake up with scars from any injuries we acquired during the whole ordeal. So was it real or not? Woo! We're still gonna go blow up the mansion though, right? Oh yeah. Yep. We get on the giant mech dragon. Yes, I'm gonna talk about the giant mech dragon in part 4. Shh. Candy. And we totally obliterate the mansion. Even though we don't know if it was all real or not.
I would've done the same.
My house. Happy Halloween! This video is sponsored by the Decomini.
Alright. Now let's go watch season 2.
Today's video is sponsored by the Deck of Many Humblewood Kickstarter. Look at that bird. Y'all ready for some D&D nonsense? Woo! So last we left off, a lot of stuff happened. In no particular order, Kinora was thrown into the fire plane after Sips went a bit crazy, got his curse removed, and passed out. Oh, and Sneeze is dead. Very, very dead. A concerned Gothy and Arena are huddled around Sips's unconscious body as they see the curse completely recedes. Now, they're concerned because in the group we've always kind of been worried about what would happen when we cured the curse. I mean, was it linked to Sips's consciousness? Would he become a normal monkey again? We knew that he was awakened with the magic from the curse, but I mean, this is a campaign ran by Felix, so anything could happen. So the question was, would Sips still be Sips after? Everyone was tense and holding their breath at the answer as Sips slowly woke up. He's fine. Oh, And the longer they looked at Sips, they saw that the curse was gone, but the only thing remained was the right iris of a crocodile eye. It's kind of like a battle scar to remember the crazy times. Weeb trash. What happened? Where's Kinora?
I keep on forgetting that he has a crocodile.
How did I get my hand? Why is there a portal to the fire plane? Did I miss something fun? Wait, you don't remember anything? The last thing I remember was Sneeze. Crap. Oh, crap. No. I rush over to my dead friend to see. Yeah, he's very dead. What happened to Kinora? Well, you totally, absolutely murdered her to death. Just you, only you. We're never gonna tell him you technically killed her by throwing her into the fire plane, yeah? Oh, yeah. And they never did. Damn it. Hey, we'll get him back. Alright. Also, what are you wearing? Oh, it's Kinora's. Oh my god, there's still hands in here. So the team fills in Sips on the details of the fight, minus the stolen kill, and make our way to town to revive Sneeze. Oh yeah, you thought I was just gonna be all like, boo-hoo, my dead friend, and not even try to bring him back? But you're gonna have to pull him from my cold dead hands. Anyway, we arrive to Necromart or Prayers Are Us. Necromart, Prayers Are Us. Necromart, Prayers Are Us. Necromart. My friend is dead! Oh, having a sale. We go into Prayers Are Us, where all your prayers come true. Okay, I'll stop. Welcome to Prayers Are Us. Fix. That'll be 21,000 gold. Fix for less. Do you take hands? This isn't Necromart, ma'am. So we pool all our money together, even Gothy, who had some cash stashed on Jawbone. Oh yeah, and she gets her clothes back. We pay 21,000 gold, which was pretty much all our money. How do we have 21,000 gold, you ask? Remember, we used to be merchants before? We had cash. We never really bought much before anyway. If I wanted something, I'd simply just borrow it. Anyway, we buy a resurrection and a regeneration scroll. We find a private spot outside of town and first use the regeneration scroll to, fix the whole decapitation thing. Then we try the resurrection scroll. Cast it. Then a whole lot of 21,000 gold worth of nothing happens. Excuse me? Yeah, absolutely nothing. We try it over and over again, and yeah, nada. What? Maybe he doesn't want to come back. Arena. Well, these scrolls only work if the soul is willing, right? Yeah, but why don't we give Sips a minute? And then I'm just standing there, alone, with a dead friend, and a $21,000 scroll that doesn't work. Alright, Sneeze. I know I haven't been the best friend, and I know I can be a bit harsh, but the world is harsh, and I just... Look, could you please just come back? The group needs you, and I need you. Nada. Oh, come on, I just did a whole sad dialogue character thing. Then the scroll starts to stir. Then it just shoots off. Hey! Sips then starts to chase this very expensive piece of scroll to God knows where. What's going on? I don't know, some bullshit. So everyone is just chasing this scroll till it leads us to
in the beginning
the
of the
giant
series,
mech dragon crash
series
site,
than he does later.
and just magnetizes to a giant dark crystal. Now this isn't any old spooky dark crystal.
Even when he turns evil, that happens
it
later.
Came from the dragon. A little background on how we came to acquire the giant mech dragon. You guys remember that ancient race I loosely touched on way back in episode 3? Yeah. Listen up, because this is important. So our quest in Fool's Gold has been to explore these ancient ruins owned by an ancient race called the Foreclaimers that later disappeared over 2,500 years ago. They were known to be highly intelligent and quite tech-savvy. And while exploring one of these ruins, we came across, well, the giant mech dragon. Shotgun! Yeah, turns out they built these giant metallic death machines of destruction, as ancient races do, and powered them with these large crystals. 2 located in the eyes. These crystals are like batteries. The whole society used crystals to power everything. Buildings, machines, people, everything. And the ones in the dragon were the same. One was light and gold, radiating power like the sun, while the other was a bit creepier and dark. And to be honest, we didn't really know much about that one. I mean, it powered up the dragon, so we didn't really care.
It's fairly evil.
Until Jack came in. Ah, Jesus! What are you doing here? Well, I mean, it seems your group has no concern for the preservation of highly valuable ancient Foreclaimer tech, as I have watched it plummet to the ground and explode. So yeah, I'm here to check up on it, as you all seem to... Well, that's great and all, but I'm kind of having an issue right now where I'm trying to use this freaking really expensive resurrection scroll on Sneeze. God damn, that it's glued on. Resurrection scroll? Yeah, I have a feeling that's not gonna work. Huh? Sneeze's soul is not in the astral plane. Alright, you better start making sense before I need to get 2 scrolls. I've been doing some research with the books you've been giving me, and with my hypothesis and notes, and his soul's in the dark crystal. What? So remember we didn't really know what caused that creepy dark crystal to give off power? Yeah, it turns out it feeds on souls. Anything that dies in a 50-mile radius, instead of going to the astral plane, it swooped right into the crystal. And with those souls, it powers the dragon. However, time spent in the crystal eventually causes the soul to be used up and destroyed. Yeah, the Foreclaimers weren't really an empathetic race and did not give two craps about using your soul to power their death machine. This is why the scroll was drawn to the crystal. The scroll is supposed to draw in the soul, but since there was nothing to draw from, it reversed and was pulled to the soul instead. Sneeze's soul should be in that crystal. No, you can't. No, you can't get a soul that way. Yeah, Sips, I think you actually have to go higher. Would you stop that? In order to get a soul back, you're gonna have to go in there and grab it. Gotta open up a portal or something. Hey? A portal, you say? Arena? I think I know a guy who can help. No. Really? Let me just... Arena, don't. Get my ring of far speech. Don't.
Yes.
Stop and give him a call. Hello, Mr. Wizardly?
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome you to our next NPC.
I like Mr. Wizardly.
Mr. Wizardly. Yes, I know his name is fantastic, and I can feel your jealousy from here. Mr. Wizardly is that level 20 wizard who is all-powerful and godly, but is just a lazy piece of shit that makes other adventurers do his dirty work. I need you to throw this heart into that volcano over there. Why? Yeah, we're never really sure about his alignment. He's always tired, he's always grumpy, and he's kind of a jerk. So, you know, like Sips. They naturally hate each other. Hey. Sips. You look different. Did you gain weight? Lost my curse. No wild magic. So now I can intentionally kill you. So, what's this about? I was in the middle of doing nothing, and I really would like to get back to that. We need a portal open so we can go inside this crystal. It has my dead friend's soul in it. Oh. Sorry you lost your friend thing. Sneeze. Bless you. Well, alright. I'll do it, but this is gonna cost you. Add it to our tab. Her tab. Mr. Wizardly bazaps open a portal to the spooky crystal plane. I can only keep it open for like 5-10 minutes, so be quick. Sips hands Sneeze's body over to Arena, and he and Gothy travel into the crystal plane to God knows what. I wonder if I should have reminded them that everything they've killed up to this point will most likely be in there. Oh yeah, since you guys did kill that dragon a while back. This video is sponsored by The Deck of Many
Season 2, Episode 2.
Today's video is sponsored by thedeckofmany.com. Everything hurts and I'm dying, let's go! Last time the Fool's Gold team tried to bring back Sneeze. It didn't go great. Cause turns out his soul was in the dragon dark spooky crystal that sucks up souls in a 50-mile radius to power its death cannon. So yeah, that's a thing. Now Sips and Gothy travel through a portal at Arena's expense into what we assume is a pocket plane of spooky souls. And, yep, pocket plane full of spooky souls. Well, this place is... Everything sucks.
Season 2 is one of the longest
terrible
seasons.
Let's just hurry up, and then we see some souls we recognize. Group of goblins, giant spiders, and a bunch of sheep. Not gonna explain the sheep. They got what they deserved. Oh, and you guys might be wondering if Kinora and the Trask are in here as well? Well, first of all, the Trask was choked out, not killed. That thing is literally unkillable. I don't know what else to tell you. As for Kinora, she technically died in a one-way portal to the fire plane, so her soul's is on that side, not this side. Thank God. Anyway, we managed to sneak without getting noticed by the spirits, traveling along in the soulscape till we finally spot Sneeze! Sips runs over to Sneeze, who doesn't even really acknowledge him. Kinda like he's ignoring him. Yeah. Alright, I get it. I messed up. Bad. But I mess up a lot, if you haven't noticed. And for once, I thought I could handle something on my own, but in the end, I still needed help. Like I always do. And because of that, I got you killed. I don't know why I'm surprised. I bet you're not. I get it if you don't want to come back. I just...
He's actually doesn't see Sip
Could you
right
at least
now.
just look at me? Sips? I don't think he can hear you. Actually, I don't think he can see us either. We seem to be invisible to the spirits in here. Oh. Did you wanna talk? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, what if I... Sips touches Sneeze, and instantly a feeling of connection comes, and snaps Sneeze out of that dead funk, and he turns to see Sips. Hey, kid. Let's go home. Then they hug, and it's adorable. And shut up, I'm not crying, you're crying. But this moment is cut short as we hear, Sips? You know how Sneeze can see us now? Well, I think all the spirits are able to see us now.
Shouldn't Gothy
Fun fact
be
about this
invisible
place.
still?
Making contact with the spirit kinda causes you to pop into their playing field now.
Gothy
Before
did
you
not
were an
touch
observer,
Sneeze,
now you're in it.
so she should be
So we
still invisible to them.
slowly back up and then into a thing. Now, you guys remember that thing Mr. Wizardly mentioned at the end of episode 6? A big, scaly, deadly dragon. Yeah, that thing. That's the thing. Hey, Gresh. You're still not mad about the whole murdering you by blasting a big hole in your guts, are ya? I think it looks becoming. Yeesh. Now you may be wondering why and mostly how the hell did we manage to kill a dragon? Well, in order to talk about that, I need to talk about Gothy.
I was not expecting
Let's get
this,
into
this
some
backstory.
backstory. Gothy used to look like this. Not this. Old Gothy, new Gothy. Short Gothy, tall Gothy. Got it? Cool. Her story is she's an old swamp hag who woke up in the swamps with no memory, who was found by Jawbone. Later, she became a druid, creating potions. Very questionable potions. Needs more nutmeg. She was kind of batshit
She is
crazy. I
insane.
don't know how else to sum it up. Really, you all know Gothy as this competent leader who manages to keep these idiots focused and not dying, but back then she was just crazy. She had a real passion for potatoes.
And
Eat your
ducks.
potassium! And she had like 28 ducks. Heh. I stole them. It was hard for the group to really trust her, Sips especially. In time, though, the group warmed up to her, and Sips even grew an actual friendship with her. She was the only one who helped Sneeze when he needed it, so they became fast friends after that. But how did she get from no to no? Let me explain. Near the beginning of the campaign, so before all that Tarrasque business, the group had traveled in the jungles to a small village called Bundarico. This is where we met Jack, who gave us the offer of traveling to 5 ancient Four-Claimer ruins and grabbing me these 5 big crystals, like big enough to crush your grandma with. I do like crushing.
Potato.
You can keep all the treasure you find, except the crystals. Deal. And that day we became true adventurers or professional thieves, whatever floats your boat. So Bundarico quickly became our home base with Jack. So one day a murderous Merilith tax collector of Gresh, the dragon, with a lot of arms and a lot of attitude comes into our
Tax
town
collector?
and threatens our beloved bartender, Stout, who's also the mayor. He's just a giant pun, and we love him. She demands that if Bundarico doesn't pay Gresh, Gresh herself will come down and burn the whole village to the ground. You see, Gresh is the big bad green dragon of this region, and has been demanding taxes from all the villages in exchange for her not burning everything down to the ground. A very thoughtful dragon. So naturally, our group stepped in and said, fine, then we'll just kill the dragon then. And how are you planning to do that? And when were you gonna tell me you have a giant ancient four-claimer mechanical dragon? Never. So, with ridiculous amounts of prep and praying to the D&D gods, we managed to face off with Gresh, mano y mano, Dragon v. Mech Dragon. One of the most epic battles ever perceived in D&D history. And
we did not see any of it.
Because I am one woman and get off my back. So we fight. And it's epic. And with our last bit of power, we blast a super mega awesome death fire.
Press the button.
Fettuccine. Hey! Blast right into Gresh's guts, making a giant beam-sized hole. And with that final blow, Gresh falls. We go down to check to make sure that, yep, she's super dead. Jack joins us. Ah, Jesus! Don't do that again. So we all laugh and chat of our victory. Jack congratulates us on killing a goddamn dragon. It's one of those nice moments in D&D. Until Jack casually comes up to Gothy and goes in for a hug. Then in one swift motion, stabs Gothy right in her guts. She lets out a cry and lurches forward in pain. Time
I saw this.
slows
I had no idea
down
what
as
happened.
the group
I
slowly
thought that
realizes
I was
what just
wondering how they were
happened
still friends.
as Gothy collapses
How they
right in front of
were
us.
frenemies.
I see now. I get it. You piece of... I'll kill you! What did you do? Wait, look! And then with our own eyes, we see Gothy transform, growing to a 6'5" Amazonian-built woman and glowing lines all over her body. This is Gothy, a four-claimer. So a while back, when we first met Jack, Gothy had no memory of her past and gave Jack her locket. That was the only thing she had on her when she woke up in the swamps. And through research, Jack discovered that it was four-claimer tech. Jack didn't stab her with a knife. Jack stabbed her with a crystal. A power crystal. Yeah, you guys remember last episode I talked about how the four-claimers powered everything with crystals? Like, everything? Yeah, it turns out they figured out how to power themselves up with these 3-inch crystals called power crystals that extend their lifespan by several hundred years. Turns out Gothy was not an old swamp hag. She was a four-claimer without a power source. No, she is not a robot. She's just an elf that's race took science way too far. So, not only did this make Gothy's body get back into peak performance, check out these guns, but it also brought her mind back into peak performance. Yep, the 28 ducks was definitely a mistake. Don't y'all see? She's a descendant of a four-claimers. Isn't she beautiful? Hey, Sips. Huh? Did I turn a goblin into goo? Yeah. So there you have it. Now you know how Gothy became Gothy. However, it did take her some time to get to the height. But in time, she became the real competent leader of the group. And I know some of you want to know what's behind Gothy's mask, but patience.
Season 3 is when we
right
find
now,
that out.
we still have the issue of Sip, Sneeze, and Gothy staring down a very pissed off ghost dragon in the spooky soul plane. Okay. No problem. I'll simply turn us invisible so we can sneak away. I cast a spell. Nothing. Apparently magic doesn't work in here either. Another fun fact. We should run, right? Oh yeah. So yeah, we book it. In fear and panic, we run towards a now closing portal. Oh good, yes, need that extra tension, huh? And as we make our way there, something happens. Suddenly souls just start popping in. A lot of them. Civilians, women, children, soldiers. People are dying Then, as we pass by, we see a symbol on the soldier's armor. Our group knows this symbol. We know these people. They're from a city that we have saved, a city that we have history with, the city of Rascom. This video is sponsored by Wait, just a second. Before we get into that taste.
Okay, so episode 11 is when I think season 2 ends, and Arena is when it starts again. Is when season 3 starts. And then episode 17 is when season 4 starts.
Stay sponsor biz. Felix has made this video is sponsored by the Decamenes Humblewood campaign setting. The bird is back. Last time, a lot happened. We traveled into a soulscape. Everything sucks. Reunited with Sneeze, ran into a dragon. Introduced you all to Old Gothy. Heh, I stole them. Who went from a 3 to a solid 11. Check out these guns. With some crystal stabbing. Oh, and now Sips and Gothy are running for their lives, being chased by a soul dragon and trying to exit through a now closing portal as dead people are popping in all around them. Did I miss anything? Alright, let's go. Sips and Gothy, seeing all the souls around them, shout for them to move their asses into the portal or be left behind! Like poetry. So we grab as many souls as we can and... Is that supposed to happen? Along with Gothy and Sips. And just like that, the portal closes. So, how did it go? Just resurrect Sneeze. So we managed to resurrect Sneeze without any more inconveniences. And like that, our stabby mute thing is back. Okay, that's enough emotions for today. Because right now, we gotta deal with another matter. Oh lord, what now? We think Rascom's under attack. What? Bummer. Rascom? You mean that city that you guys saved with the comb? Hairbrush. Rolling pin. Hairbrush. Now it's time to tell you the tale of how the Fool's Gold team saved an entire city with a single hairbrush. So before the whole Gresh fight and stabbing Gothy thing, in search of one of the crystals from Jack's quest, we traveled to a large city in the jungle called Rascom. A standard city, large fortified stone walls, big drawbridge, and a massive four-claimer crystal addiction problem. You know, city stuff. Because turns out this city has been consuming this highly addictive crystal like candies that are being mined from the four-claimer ruin underneath the city. Dare someone to eat it. I'm already doing it! But as Gorthen tries to eat the crystal candy, it just breaks his teeth. I feel betrayed. Seems like the citizens, through time, have adapted their teeth to be able to eat these candies. So, no drugs for us. We travel to meet our next quest giver, an NPC. Texas Thelonious, a stuck-up high-elf researcher who is Jack's colleague that also studies four-claimers. He's nosy and snooty and thinks everybody has a lower IQ than him. So, you know, top NPC
Sucks.
material for this group. We meet up with Tex. Now, I need you to... Wait, so you don't have an accent? Why would I have an accent? That's idiotic. Well, I mean, Texas. Huh? I get it. 'Cause he elf. Actually, I like his voice. Oh, well, I love your voice as well. Oh, well, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, really? No, it's quite all right. Fine. No, it's really nice to meet someone. So anyway, Tex tells us that I need you to go to the Four-Claimer ruins and grab me a sample of this specific crystal. If I get this, I might be able to cure Rascom's addiction problem. Can you do that? You can also grab your big crystal for Jack. Do we need him? But there's a catch. The Four-Claimer ruins are controlled by the city's brutal tyrant leader, the Baron. An absolute unit of a man, gruff and merciless, he rules Raskin by controlling the population with addiction, making people rely on his supply, and he's the drug cartel. He's literally the drug cartel. So we kind of have two options. We sneak through the sewers to gain access to the ruins, or we somehow get the Baron to let us in. This sounds like a job for a bit of seduction. Okay, yeah, I'm taking the sewers. Come on, Gothy.
Who are you again?
So the group splits up to Felix's delight. Sips, Sneeze, Gothy, and Jawbone travel through the sewers,
What a nice cat.
while Gortha and Julian accompany Irina, who, with a sparkly charisma check, seduces the Baron. So, subbed or dubbed. We all make our way into the ruins.
I can't
Gothy
believe
and
I
Sips
already
find
know
the large crystal, grab some loot, and find something interesting. Documents. Reading that these large crystals are not only jam-packed with sun energy, but also have a bigger purpose. To power up something. Something big. All 5 crystals, when placed in specific locations across the map, open up a massive portal. But why would the Four Claimers make a giant portal? And where did it go? We don't know. Yet. This is why Jack wants the crystals. It's because he wants to open up the portal.
Tomato is a fruit.
While that happens, the rest
How
get
is
a
she able to
tour
change that
of the
giant rat?
drug operations and sneakily grab a sample of the crystal stuff Tex wanted. Mission accomplished. Until when we go to find Tex, he kind of got kidnapped. Yeah, by the Baron's men. Whoops! We find an invitation to a fancy party being held by the Baron, advertising a meal you'll never forget.
They're gonna eat him.
They're going to eat him. Oh yeah, they're gonna eat him. I go get salt. Yeah, it seems like the Baron caught on to Tex's plan on curing Raskin's addiction problem and kidnapped him, and is gonna cook him up. Do we need him? He does have our payment.
Damn.
So we attend the party, and with some investigation, we determine Tex is being held in the cellars connected to the kitchen. We split off where Sips, Gothy, and Julian tackle Tex, while Irina keeps the Baron occupied while Gorthan tries not to eat more crystals. Okay. Betrayal! We need to distract the kitchen staff. But how?
Do you like my rock? His name is Dwayne.
So we activate our trap card. See now, Gothy.
Young man, I have a complaint. Your soup is too hot.
Well,
And your ice is too cold. And another thing. Where am I?
Down in the cellar, we find our snooty elf chained up. Oh, thank God. About time, monkey. Now get me out of these chains. You know what, Julian? Elf meat probably doesn't taste that bad. You can't be serious. It's not that great. Then we hear a loud noise coming from upstairs. Stay here. I'll
What's the
try.
circumstances
We run
for
up into the ballroom
Juliet
to
elf
find
meat?
quite a scene. People running in panic, guards yelling, and a large dire bear destroying half the dining hall. What the fuck, Irina? I didn't
Definitely
do
a
it!
better,
And
a
she
better
didn't.
leader.
While we were
than-
down in the cellar, Irina was
Baron.
just making small talk with the Baron when he takes a drink. So, what anime are you into? I feel like you're a JoJo kind of guy. Yeah, me too. I think I like the manga more though. He falls to the floor, and right in front of Irina's eyes, the Baron transforms into a large-sized dire bear. Get it? We're all gonna die. So why did he turn into a dire bear, you ask? Well, turns out somebody slipped a rare berry into his drink. A berry called a blood moon berry. When given to a person, this berry brings out their inner beast or monster, polymorphing them and amplifying their alignment.
phase,
So now,
Mom.
we're not only up against a lawful evil baron, we're up against a super lawful evil dire bear baron that's pissed off and trying to find out who messed with him. He starts murdering people left, right, and center. The guards trying to take him down. Our group 2, but we're just getting our butts kicked. People are panicking. It doesn't look so good. Think evil bear, guards, panic, buffet? No, Gorthan! Huh? Gorthan. I need you to toss me onto the bear.
Gorthan is full of anger lines.
I got a hairbrush.
Looks how he disadvantages.
Yeah, alright.
A few
Wait,
episodes
you're
later.
not gonna question...
Next episode.
Gorthan yeets me onto the Baron's bare back. I grab hold, raise the brush into the air. God, I hope this works. You see, about this hairbrush. This hairbrush is one of Sips's cursed items. You remember in episode 4 I mentioned that Sips has a touch curse with his crocodile hand, so he can place a random curse not only onto a person, but an item too. Meaning, if I touch someone with this item and they fail their will save, they will become cursed with whatever curse is placed onto the item. And on this hairbrush is the curse, alignment change. AKA I can change this evil bear into a good bear. However, it's completely random on what alignment he gets. And there's 9. With one stroke of the brush, the Baron fails his save. We roll, hold our breath, and land on lawful good. There's a sudden pause as the Baron stops attacking and realizes what evil he done do. And just like that, the fight ends. We found out that the guard captain was the one who slipped the berry into the Baron's drink, hoping that with the Baron becoming a big bear threat, the guards would kill him, leaving the guard captain to seize power of Rascom and something like that.
Yeah, who's this guy again?
I'm the guard. Yeah, I really don't know who you are. And with that, we free Tex. The Baron, being lawful good, makes Rascom a drug-free city, curing all its citizens and ruling it under proper law. So now you guys know how we managed to save an entire city with a hairbrush. God, I don't know how we managed to do this Anyway, back at the Dragon, we were discussing what we should do when Julian, Abby, and Yurthan joined the group. What is... Oh, right. I still gotta deal with that. Now we face a moral dilemma. Do we fix and use the dragon in order to save Rascom, knowing that it uses souls? Or do we try to fight whatever it is attacking Rascom on our own? I don't know if we can use this in good conscience.
Where did the crystal go?
What? It's a big, powerful dragon who can easily kill all our enemies. Sips. It's fine.
Yeah, Sips has the right idea.
After 2 to 7 missions, we'll simply retire it. No big deal. It's not like it's... Then the dragon starts to move on its own. In its injured state, slowly starts to walk towards Rascom. Huh. That's new. This video is sponsored by the Decameni's Humblewood campaign. Today's video is sponsored by the deckofmany.com. Okay, so last time we escaped Soul Portal, resurrected Sneeze. Okay, that's enough emotions for today. Told you how we saved the city of Rascom with a hairbrush. God, I hope this works. And now our giant mechanical dragon death machine is walking on its own towards the now under attack city of Rascom after someone
This is just getting better
reactivated
and
it
better.
by putting back the dark spooky crystal into the dragon. What? So let's move on. The group stares on as they see their ride slowly walk away. Should we do something about that? Probably. Anyway, I gotta go.
What?
Yeah, see, outside
We only
of
see
game,
Julian
in
and
the real world,
Gorthan
we took a small
one more
break
time.
after the dragon started to walk.
And that's
because
way later in the
Julian and
series.
Gorthan had a baby. No, not the characters, the players.
Get that fanfiction out of here.
So, due to them having a kid, they kind of had to leave the campaign entirely and take care of the kid. So, Julian and Yurthan, which eventually turns back to Gorthan,
Oh, thank God.
piece right out right to Bundarico. Sorry, diehard Julian and Gorthan fans. But let's move on. Cool. So the one guy who can fix the giant death robot is gone. Yeah. Well, I'm out. Wait, what? You can't be serious. I mean, you could at least teleport, go check up on Rascom, or teleport us there. Oh no. Oh no, I can't hear you over me not caring. Oh no.
Wait, just
Suicide is
mother-
awesome.
God, I hate that guy.
I think it's time to go.
Wait, hold on. We're so close to getting the last four-claimer crystal and opening the portal. It's literally right over there in the ruins.
Well, the plot says we're going over there. Yeah, Jack, Rascom's obviously under attack.
So? Cities are under attack all the time. I mean, Alchemist Quarry was just under attack yesterday because somebody released an apocalypse of murder and destruction while singing terrible karaoke. Hey.
Yeah, come on. The singing's not that bad.
I just can't believe it. We've come all this way, and finally, for once, we've almost reached a true archaeological find that will forever go down in the history books, and you want to go off for potential weeks to save a city that you think is under attack? So you could just
We'll send you a postcard.
No, we won't. So we ditched a very peeved Jack and managed to make our way onto the moving dragon towards Rascom. And, why is Abby here?
Arena invited me.
To a potential war zone.
What?
Arena, can I talk to you for a second? You can't possibly be thinking of bringing this cotton candy ball to a place that's gonna be filled with destruction and death?
Death? Arena? I thought we were going on an ice cream date?
I mean, she's like... Wait, how old are you?
28.
28? Are you sure?
Hey, look, I really like her. I think she's cool, cute, and nice. I want to go on a date with a cute red panda, and you're not gonna blow this for me.
I hate this already. Should we be trying to figure out why exactly the dragon is walking on its own? Nah, there's no rush. Now, who wants to play cards? So, on the back of the giant metallic death dragon, we play cards as we travel towards Rascom. Then we see it. A war-torn Rascom with an enemy army outside its gates. Suddenly, we hear a deafening noise from the dragon as it comes to a sudden stop, facing directly towards the city. Then the dragon slowly opens its mouth and starts to charge up a large beam of death at Rascom. You remember the dragon is powered partially on souls? Well, when we released all those souls from the crystal last episode, it became low on power, so its instinct was to find more power. This is why it was walking on its own. It went into survival mode to find a large source of souls, aka Rascom. With 2 armies plus a city, it's free souls galore. Alchemist Quarry wasn't big enough, apparently. So you see, it powers itself up by murdering. Isn't that neat? We try to take control, but nothing works. The dragon is deadlocked onto the city, ready to blast it into a smoldering crater. Do something! Me? Aren't you a four-claimer? This is your attack! Do something! Me? I don't have any memory of the four-claimers. I don't know. Hey dragon! Stop it! The dragon continues to charge up its death beam as we're running around screaming, till Arena, maybe we move the head, change the direction? What? How? I don't know. You're a sorcerer. Magic? Frickin', fly me near the head. Arena casts Fly, moves Sips to a proper angle where he casts Blasting Force, pushing the head just as it shoots off its beam, missing most of Rascom, blasting the side of the wall of the city, aiming towards the enemy army, vaporizing them in an instant.
Whoa.
Rad! Then we hear the dragon charging up again. Not rad. So, we dislodge its soul crystal, leaving it deactivated, for now, in the jungle. Making our way to Rascom, we arrive as welcomed heroes who destroyed the invading army with one mighty blast. The Baron tells us that the attacking army was one he had never heard of, and unfortunately none of us recognized the banner. But enough politics, because in celebration of our accidental victory, the Baron decides to hold a fancy party that night in our honor, with no eating people this time.
Fancy party?
Arena?
That
Wait.
means... No. Don't.
Clothes shopping!
No! After some super awesome, reluctant clothes shopping, we are ready for the party. Why do I have to wear 2 shirts?
Just one last. Okay.
Also, Sips finally gets black nail polish for his right hand to finish off the look. So this is what true power feels like. Sips also gives Gothy a new mask and Arena a necklace. For helping sneeze. Thanks.
Did you steal these?
If I told you it gave you a +2 to your charisma, would you care?
Never mind.
So we enter the party. A large banquet hall jam-packed with food, fun, and fancy schmanciness. All in celebration of us. A whole bunch of people were there, including Tex. Is this bread 12 grain? 'Cause I only eat 11 grain. Who we avoid. And off
Yeah,
at the
that's
buffet,
a-
we
that's a
spot
good
a motherfucker. What are you doing here? Food?
That's
No,
as good as a reason to
here in
say.
Rascom. I just said.
No! You were literally a level 20 wizard who could have teleported here, defeated the army, and saved the entire city before we even got to the dragon.
Yeah. You're right. I could have. Okay, we're going over here now. Showing Abby a crazy anime weeb dance. Arena and her wow everyone with their synchronized moves, sparkles and glitter just everywhere. Through all the pizzazz, we hear a familiar slither, the murderous Merilith from Bundarico back in episode 7, also known as McSass. Okay, so there's stuff I had to cut about her for time, but pretty much she's a scary evil snake lady who we kind of made a truce with, but could possibly kill us at any moment, and we totally do not trust her. Oh, and she has a major crush on Gorthan. So, where's Gorthan? Dead.
What?
Sips! Oh yeah, he exploded. Just fireball. You know how it is. What are you doing? He'll thank me later.
He's completely
With a look of
chaotic neutral
anguish
right now.
and shock, she slithers away. If she ever finds out you lied, you will be dead. That's future Sips' problem. The party goes on. People are playing party games. Sneeze is cleaning out Mr. Wizzly at poker. Tex complains about something. And Arena
I have no
flirts with
idea
our
how-
adorable red panda
Sneeze
while
is
they
so
tear up
good
the
at
dance
poker.
floor. Gothy and Sips watch on. What? Did you want to dance? Or what? Look, I don't know. I'm usually cursed, so I stay away from touching activities. I've never danced with somebody before, okay?
This is one of my favorite
So-
moments in this entire show.
Wait, no, I changed my mind! So off we dance the night away, which was a battle in itself since I rolled a 4 and Gothy rolled a natural 1 on our perform.
Oh god, none of us know how to dance.
But it really didn't matter. For once, our group finally got to relax and have fun. After all the chaos of Alchemist Quarry, the Tarrasque, Kinora, resurrecting Sneeze, getting back Sips' hand, it was nice to finally just breathe and enjoy what we had accomplished. As a player, I truly got to just appreciate Sips. No curse, no worries, just a monkey that didn't know how to dance. But nothing lasts forever. After dancing, Sips notices a table on the side that has blood moon berries on it. The bad berries. Which are casually being eaten by guests, turning them into monsters like a fun party game. What? Are you guys crazy? Out! I'm tossing these. What's the big deal? Last time these things almost got us killed, or did you forget? Look, everybody's having fun. Chill out. I throw a berry into Sips' mouth. What? I mean, roll a ranged attack. But even then, you're gonna have to roll pretty high.
Natural 20.
Okay. Felix has this serious, concerned expression on his face and takes a long pause. Alright. This is what happens. As Sips is shouting, Arena expertly flicks a berry right down Sips' throat. Huh! What the f- Then Sips feels something.
Like, really, lighten up.
Crap. What? This
This video is sponsored by thedecomini.com. They make convenient reference.
I think I might stop recording here, considering that this is one of the longest seasons, and I kind of want to save it for tomorrow or someday after. I don't know, but episode 10 is my favorite episode of the entire show so far, anyway. And honestly, it's getting kind of late, so from when I'm recording. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Everyone have a good rest of their day, and I'll finish off this season in a few days, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, bye.